Alright, so we'll start with NASDAQ. Back on the high time frame. So, yeah, we've looks like we're creating a weekly fair value gap here. Has not been um, like verified yet at a candle close, so we can't really judge it yet. But there is something down here, just below this week's low, which is here's Tuesday, Friday. Yeah, so just down into here. So far, we're still kind of holding this daily fair value gap, this bearish one. And this is kind of like a fair value gobble type of a thing happening here. But yeah, on the daily, we still have this fair value gap down here. Got a nested 4-hour there. And then, yeah, some stuff down there. But yeah, just a bunch of gaps. What is this? There's a new week opening gap. I don't know why that candle's green, dude. That's so weird. There. There's the new week opening gap. And then just a bunch of wick candles, wicky. But we did have a daily fair value gap here on, interesting, didn't see that on the 24-hour chart. Oops, daily, or I'm gonna put 24-hour. There we go. So yeah, we've been kind of respecting that, trading, holding above it on the daily. But yeah, we feel we're closing inside that bearish daily fair value gap. Back to 24. Yeah. All right. So we had no shifts here on the 4-hour. But yeah, we've been just respecting this order block here. If this is like a fair value gobble on the high time frame, which it kind of looks like it is. Check out this high, nice and clean. I'm respecting that C of this wick here. Let's look at that. Wow, precise. So yeah, and then it looks like it's respecting this wick here. So it looks like we're preparing for a pretty big move down. We are going to get one. I mean, that would be not that big. It's only a 1% move down. Yeah, can't get too zoomed out. We're really zoomed in there compared to the trading in here, which was really, really, really big ranges. So yeah. And at the same time, QQQ has taken out, hasn't. Yeah, Q's has already taken out the all-time high. And today it made a new high. Or yesterday. No, today. Today it made a new high. But yeah, looks like we're just kind of trading into this daily wick seek or 4-hour wick. I think there was also a daily there. Just gonna make this like almost invisible. Dark blue. You kind of already use all these colors. Let's do that. On the 1-hour, yeah, we just respected that order block. We came and took the high, resouped it. Looks like we have a bit of a gap there. In the open, turn that blue. So we got a gap there. Swept relative equal highs, took out low resistance liquidity. Could be rejecting here. 15-minute chart, no confirmed shift yet, but we did have a fair value gap here to premium. So 15-minute. A little bearish 15-minute there. And we're still holding this clear rejection. 5-minute chart came up into that, gapped up before we gapped up. Or maybe gapped down, I guess. Yeah, this kind of lines. Oops, what just happened? This kind of lines up with this relative equal high area. So yeah, maybe we come back up into this, or just this wick or something. But yeah, I mean, I could see this being bearish. The flows on Qs aren't conclusive, but puts are rising, and holdings was just clearly bearish with a small spike in calls into the close. So that does get me thinking we could easily come back up here for a short. Just it's very tricky though. We do have SMT, I already know. Just gonna label it here, and then we have it all through here. So yeah, on the 5-minute, we did get a shift below this area. So yeah, you could expect this to hold for shorts if it is bearish. And we've already souped that low, but we do have like some sort of equal low thing happening here. And then smooth lows here at the lows with that daily fair value gap lower. But yeah, the flows do indicate some sort of bearish biasness. But other than that, that's the Nasdaq holding bearish fair value gobble setup on higher time frame, though QQQ has taken all-time highs, but flows are pretty bearish, and tide is not something you want to fight. So yeah, that's the bearish case, and I think that that's what I should be looking for. ES. Weekly. Let's soup those relative equal highs now. Not a big week so far. Okay, I created relative equal highs and then came above this high and hit the CE of this wick. Though we'll see what happens. There's like no daily levels here besides just gaps. Daily gaps here. And then old relative equal highs here. And then yeah, SPY's taken out all-time highs, created relative equal highs. Now it's really pushing through that. It's really deep soup. So looks good if it's gonna short. That's what type of look you want it to look like. We'll see though. Yeah, we barely popped through this high, took out these highs. Um, on a 4-hour, we have a 4-hour right here. It just seems like it's in like a seek and destroy mode on the higher time. But yeah, relative equal highs. These all got taken out. We've already come up, kind of retested the wick. Not very, not juicy though. Yeah. 1 hour, no inefficiencies. Everything's been rebalanced. Though we do have this big old wick down here. Yeah. Big wick down here. We did soup down below the support resistance area, so I'm not going to note it as well. But yeah, this could come below here still. I think this wick would want to be tested just for, we're going to just keep seeking and destroying everything. But yeah, we swept these relative equal highs. That's exactly what you want to see. Big rejection off that. Is there a shift though is the question. No. No clear market structure shift with displacement, though we did soup the high. I've seen this so many times where it double soups it, so we'll see what happens. 15-minute, we did displace, came back down, held this level here. We had the little gap down or gap up, whatever. But yeah, we're holding this order block, kind of like a support resistance area still though, so maybe we soup a bit deeper below this to go back higher. Yeah, we do have the all-time high though, so we should mark that out. Yeah, this is so crazy. So there's the all-time high, and it's just smooth highs all the way till that. So if this is going to go any higher, I'd expect it to just suit those. Yeah, so far it's looking pretty bearish. It's like just rebalancing everything on the way down. But yeah, maybe we get a leg lower first. But yeah, we do have S&T at these lows, though we did deliver that. But NASDAQ did not. So we'll see what happens. And no clear market structure shifts anywhere here yet. So yeah, I do kind of like that idea of it souping back below these lows, these relative equal highs, to go back up. Makes a lot of sense. Kind of did it already here on these highs. Came up, sweep below it, came back above it, takes these out, goes back above it or something like that. So we'll see. But yeah, 5 minutes, not super clear. Alright, so yeah, ES souped all the relative highs necessary. That looked soupy for shorts. Looks like it could inverted soup back up below the two lows though. It's gonna close on SPY are super bearish. So just waiting for opportunity to get short. YM. You know what? Okay, where are we coming from? Yeah, we are failing to shift everything here on the higher time frame. It looks like we're running out of steam here. Yeah, no shifts above that. No shifts above this high. No shifts above that high. Let me just look at the S2. No shifts. Here there was one. Never took out the low, so it does look like we want the high at some point. Oh my gosh. Alright. Alright, YM. So YM had a weekly inefficiency here. We've completely rebalanced it. It's all been rebalanced. We have a weekly fair value gap still here. We have one still here. These are a little obsolete, but whatever. On the weekly, it looks like we've already hit like the wick CE, if that's a thing. Same thing with this daily wick with relative equal highs at that level. Interesting. On the daily, there is a small inefficiency here. Barely though. Barely noticeable. 3-point inefficiency there. Dow Jones, big triangle looking thing. Oops. Yeah, 24-hour chart. Big ol' like triangle thing looking thing. Yeah. Big bull flag pennant thing, kind of like what we have here. And yeah, I can see it breaking up, but not before maybe we get some sort of stoop of these lows here, man. Yeah, very similar thing here happening on YM. Wow, okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, we get like false breakout above that, stooping all these lows. That would be pretty money. But anyways, that is very distracting. Alright, so yeah, on the 4-hour, we have a lot of inefficiencies. I don't know why those aren't drawn. 4-hour, boom, got inefficiency here. That got perfectly closed in. Turn that red. This is a 4-hour. Copy. Oops. Paste. Oops. This one got traded into here. So I'm gonna note that that and then we had a big shift down. We completely rebalanced that on these highs. No big clear shift, but maybe if we zoom in, whoops, to the buy side, we have a new week opening gap there. Really nice smooth lows here. Seems like we'd want to take all this out. Same thing with all these highs. Really smooth highs. Relatively lows, relatively highs, relatively lows, basically there. Just a bunch of garbage, man. Just a bunch of garbage. Alright, on the 1 hour, we did shift there. Completely rebalanced it. Failed to shift there. Made relative equal highs, souped that into Monday. Dip down, no shift there. Did shift here, but didn't hold that low, and then a big inversion there. So we did take out these highs, but it does look like we really want these ones. Let's see. And we did take out this low. Yeah, so YM smooth at equal highs basically to the upside and the downside. We do have bearish SMT though, with the NQ taking all of those highs out. Well, we're just going to do that when we compare, but there are fair value gaps here. There's a green one. 1 hour there, kind of like got an inversion going on here. Lots of, just a bunch of fair value gaps everywhere inside of the range. But yeah, I mean, we do have this one that's unfilled, and I mean, this may turn into a 4 hour. We'll see. So we souped out these highs. This has been a nice support resistance level for a long time. Soup that here, move down. Maybe we soup this one more time. We'll see what happens. 15-minute, we took that high out. Rejected it. No, I mean, we kind of shifted, not really. So not super clean here either. So yeah, not the cleanest type of BS here. Yeah, not much else to note here. We did take out the high. RTY. Let's just do a quick zoom out. I know IWM has relative equal all-time highs. Just quickly. Relative equal high, all-time highs. Weekly chart, still got these inefficiencies here to take out. Suspect when we move up, we may just rip up though. We'll see though. Just got that. Man, we are really low down here, huh? It's crazy. But yeah, nothing really here. Daily, we came down and kind of respected that already. We got these relative equal highs still. These ones got taken out, but I think they're still relatively equal. The inverse side of the curve. Yeah, lots of crap in here. On the daily, we kind of, guess we had some sort of SMT down there. We came back down into this area, souping these lows. All right. So yeah, we got a big fair value gap there. We souped all these relative equal lows and held this 4 hour fair value gap. We did kind of break below that, but we still kind of held the candle though, so kind of does look pretty bullish with where we're at. This wick is very interesting though. Maybe the CE of that would be a target or something. But these highs are still pretty clean, especially with the way that candle closed there. So I think these highs are still in play for like another soup, maybe back up into this old movie company gap. There's, I guess, a fair value gobble type of thing down there. But yeah, I mean, structurally, it did tap the fair value gobble. I mean, this is the real one here. So technically that did get tapped. But it could come lower, we'll see. This does look pretty bullish though, the way it took out this breakout candle, 2 p.m. candle. Interesting. That looks like a long. What happened here? Big breakout. Came back down. Took out the high. Russell got really weak. Now it's just being weak. Yeah, I don't trust that. I'd wait for a return to strength. Okay. But yeah, I mean, it does look like it would want to go up, though it did reject here. I think longs and Russell are still in play though. Oops. All right. So yeah, just now we got to look at the S&T here. Now that we know what's going on here. So yeah, Nasdaq making higher lows. S&T here. We kind of came down and manipulated this low. It's making me think that we still are going to hold this maybe, but make like a weird inverted S&T below these lows for a nice long, I'm thinking. So I think this low is significant here. I'm going to set an alert there. Same thing here on ES. I think this low may break too, but I think it may hold this wick here. And then that might be a long. When it comes to this, we still have all of the bearish SMT here and here. We took all of that out. We took all of that out. Okay, sorry, wrong chart. We took all of these highs out here. And now we're being weak. And we have SMT here on NASDAQ and ES. So yeah, I could definitely see NASDAQ manipulating back up, maybe even back to this high, but then still holding that, being weak. So there could be a short there. So NQ could still offer a nice short since ES made S&T with it above YM. And longs in RTY if YM makes a lower low. The problem with that though is, this could come way low, which may mean Russell comes much lower. So yeah, maybe we really are gonna come back down into this wick. Seems like we could bounce, maybe come take the high again. I don't know. But either way, we'll just have to see what happens when we get some sort of SMT here. Oops. But still looking at these lows here, we had a lower low here. So just gonna note that. Here to here, we had SMT, YM SMT, from this low to these lows. We also had YM SMT, this low, basically to this low, and then this low to this low. Yeah. Where no, the YMSMT didn't occur until up here, man. That's why it was so tricky, dude. It's like happening so much later. Did YM take out this low yet? No. This was the only low it took out. And it did it all the way up to here. That's why it's so tricky. It didn't make any sense. The only one it made sense with was with Russell. So we'll get on that. So yeah, Russell really clear S&T there. Nothing else making any sense on the lows here. Which is making me think that short is still in play. So we'll see what happens overnight. Obviously, don't know yet. This is not clean at all on these highs. So we'll see what happens. But the only thing that really makes sense to me is this SMT we may be getting here with Russell maybe tomorrow. Other than that, yeah, short. Even if the Dow comes and takes these highs, I still think that may offer a short down there. We'll see. But yeah, that's about it. Bearish flows, calls dumping all day into SPY, puts were on top, with calls really being sold. And then the tide was bullish until we ranged at the end of the day, and the calls just completely got slaughtered and puts rose. But though at the end of the day, we did get a nice little spike from 79 million up into 87, 92. So 10 million there, 10% shift. Could get a nice little pop. Um, Dow Jones uncharacteristically bullish. What the heck? Totally different when I do that. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, now bullish, very bullish, no questions asked. And Russell, bearish, but not super bearish. And Russell's been bearish for 3 days straight now. Yeah. So maybe we're still playing out this short. What the heck, dude? Come on. Come on. Why isn't it moving? Alright. I think we may still be playing this short out. Have rebalanced that. We did get S&T. We did get the move up. Though YM did take out the high. So maybe we're going to look for the next leg down before Russell gets bullish again. Flows are just really bearish. The thing though is man, we were bearish, but most of the volume was in the calls. So it's not super bearish. And all the bearish flows have kind of played out. So yeah, no, scratch that. Russell is just more actually bullish. So yeah, I still like longs. But yeah, we got all the S&T we could ever need, dream of on NASDAQ. Now we just need some sort of smaller time frame soup of a high on ES with Nasdaq to really get conviction. I'm thinking YM's going to come take this high, and that's going to be like the real confirmation for the short. So we'll see. Other than that, that's shorts Nasdaq, long on Russell, long on Nasdaq if we like break way lower, and yeah, make a new low. So yeah, that's the plan. Things